The face-to-face series is back here on LitTube, and I got to tell you guys, I want to talk about the NFL draft because we covered the first round, but we did not cover day 2 or day 3 of the draft. So now I'm going back and starting to talk about some things that happened, and I have to say, the Rams. I got to give them credit for this. They picked up one of the guys I pegged as a sleeper and really thought would be a great running back. Darrell Henderson out of Memphis, drafted 70th overall in the 3rd round by the Los Angeles Rams. And I like this pick, not just because I pegged him as a sleeper and one of the better running backs from the draft class, but you think about Todd Gurley. There's been some issues, and last year came up towards the end of the season with his knee and his health, and you saw how C.J. Anderson was being used so heavily in the postseason. And it's just, it got me thinking, like, as much as I want Gurley to be the bell cow back for that team and be healthy, guys get injured. And if Gurley gets injured, we don't want to have some scrubs playing running back behind him. We want a guy that can step right in and get comparable production. I think we'll get that with Darrell Henderson. I mean, this is a guy that had 8.9 yards per carry back-to-back years at Memphis. That's completely unheard of for a running back to be that efficient in Division I college football. I mean, we're not talking about a guy that played D3, D2, or FCS. No, this was an FBS Division I running back starting for Memphis. And yeah, he played in one of the weaker conferences for Division I, but that doesn't matter. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're putting in 8.9 yards per carry 2 years back to back in a featured back role, that speaks to how great you're going to be. And it's not just that. I mean, he's got a high BMI. He's a shorter running back, around 5'9", 200 some pounds, but he's short and stocky. He's fast. He has above average speed and strength based on his combine measurements. So I'm really excited to see what this guy can do for the Los Angeles Rams, and I think it's going to be a great pick. As far as the rest of the Los Angeles Rams picks, I'm not as sold on, but I do like that they picked up some defensive players. I think they did probably just about the best they could do, given the fact that they traded out of the first round and, didn't have a whole lot of firepower to work with in terms of the draft picks. But you got to make do with what you got. And Darrell Henderson, excited to see this guy play for the Rams.